I am out here treating this pond again. I came out here. This is this is Friday, and I came out here. I think on I don't know Wednesday or so, and I just sprayed up here along the shoreline, and all that died with that stuff. So I'm out here spraying again. I'm gonna spray this side and see if we can't get the same results. But this is what I use. I don't know how you pronounce that. Tusami, DQ, and the Plexmate. I used 3 ounces per gallon. I mixed 4 gallons of the DQ, and then the Plexmate, it's 1 ounce per gallon, so 4 ounces of that, 4 gallons. So we're going to try to get the rest of this treated and see if we can't get it to die off like this. And then I need to treat all that out there, but I'm going to have to get out on the boat and do that. But let's see if I can't get this treated and if it makes an effect on that. But man, you can spend a small fortune on these stupid ponds to keep them clean. It is a pain in the royal butt. All those cattails over there. I've got some cattail, like DQ is for that, and I've got some cattail mating material that's supposed to go on that too. So we may try to do that this weekend, get that sprayed. I know it's a little late in the season to be doing this, but man, it's just a mess. The pond looks a mess. It's just a disaster. So we're trying to get this cleaned up. So I'm gonna get the rest of this sprayed and hang tight. We'll get rolling. So I'm spraying out of my Vivor 4-gallon electric sprayer. Works really good. We've used this quite a few times. So Vivor, they got a lot of good stuff. It's got it's got a battery, internal battery. Just charge it. Keeps a really good charge. Sprays all the way out there. So does a really good job. So let's get rolling here. It's got a really long hose. I don't know how long it is, maybe 10 feet or so. I'm going to try to get the rest of this pond, this side treated. And I think what's supposed to happen, that's supposed to die off and then drop and then disintegrate. I don't know. I have not had good luck with any chemicals I've used on this stupid pond, to be honest with you. But I did spray the other day some lilies in here. This is some cattail coming up here, so I'm going to spray these real good. And we're just going to see how it does. I don't know if it's called lilies or elephant ears. It killed all the elephant ears and grass and everything the other day. So, but I almost saw an immediate change, like overnight, the other day. So that was a little encouraging. I don't know what the key is to keeping these ponds clean. I know I've got to get my aerator out here. I know I can call my county extension office, but that's probably going to be one of the first things they're going to ask me. If I have any aeration going into it. And again, this pond is fed by springs, and then it's got a overflow pipe here, which actually needs some work. Debating what I'm going to do there. It's got a hole in the side of the pipe, so I don't know if I want to drain a little bit of the pond and pour concrete around that drain. Seems like that might be the easiest thing to do. Or Jeff gave me a ring to go around it, and then put a piece of rubber on the inside, and then clamp it down with that ring. So Jeff gave me that. That may be the easiest thing to do, I guess. Try, but I think concrete would be more of a permanent solution. But to be honest with you, this pond has been a nemesis the 3 years we've lived here. I have never been able to keep it clean. It's been a nuisance, to be honest with you. I mean, there's some big fish in here, big bass fish. I like fishing. Landry likes to come over here and fishing. But man, it just looks like crap. I mean, it just looks like crap. And and maybe just because we're not doing something right. I don't know. We're obviously not doing something right. So we're going to try this treatment, see if it doesn't help. It helped over there. I don't know what's going to happen to it. I don't know if it's going to sit there and float and just be more of a nuisance, or if it's going to drop. I don't know. I heard that it drops, but then it's at the bottom and then it turns into muck. So then what do you do? You know, I'm sure this pond is old. I'm sure it's probably 60 years old. I have no idea. It's been here, as far as I know, the previous owners, they were here 35 years. Before that, that lady was here for 30 years. I have no idea. To be honest with you, it probably needs to be drained and drudged and cleaned. I don't know. Whatever it is, it sounds expensive to me. So we're going to try this. I know there's some big fish in here. We bought some fish and stocked it a couple years ago with some fish that are supposed to eat this algae, but they said it'd take a couple years for them to get big enough to make a imprint, but they ain't doing their job, I can tell you that. That looks like crap. Can't remember what they called those fish. I'm no pond expert by any means, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But I want to do better. I want to be a good pond manager. I want to be, I don't want to hurt anything that's in here. I know damn sure don't want it to look like this. Well, I hope that didn't hurt. He took a spill. This pond is almost completely covered in this mossy stuff. Just a little bit out there in the middle that's clear. You got a paddle boat, but not even worth putting in. It's so thick. So I'd be curious if previous owners, if they watch this channel, comment, did you have this problem? What did you do or did you have somebody manage it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they had somebody manage it or not. I'm not sure. I know you can spend a small fortune having somebody manage it. You can spend a small fortune buying chemicals yourself. Chemicals we got now, I mean, they're over, like everything I bought just this year was like $500 or $600, and it looks like this. What am I doing wrong? Like I said, I know I need to get the aeration system in there. I know I've got to do that. That'll help. And then maybe just treating it like I'm treating it. Maybe that's the key. I don't know. We'll see. What I treated over there, I mean, it looked like it worked. It looked like it died. I just don't know what happens next. I don't know if that drops and then becomes muck. Girls are gone again. They're back in Nebraska for the weekend. Mother-in-law's 80th birthday. So happy birthday, Cheryl. I am here with the dogs. So, dad and doggy weekend. See how this looks over here? I mean, it looks like to me it's died off up here near the edge where I sprayed. Except right here where the spring comes up, it's thinned there and didn't die as much. But so this is all turned kind of a whitish, grayish, brownish. Like the top has died, but so I don't know if what below that is not going to be affected. I mean, I don't know. So we'll see. I'm going to continue to spray down here. See if we can get some of this lighter colored stuff or darker green stuff again. Okay, this is the morning after I sprayed the pond again. So you can see, with the exception of where the spring comes out, it looks like all that is dead. Now this is the second part over here where we sprayed yesterday. And it looks like it's definitely changed colors. It's not the dark green like it is over there. It's changed. It's a lighter. It turns light. Kind of green right here though. I don't know what that's about. So it's definitely changed. I mean, it's only been 12 hours. 12 hours, I guess. So we'll see what it does towards the end of the day, but this is what it looks like the next morning. Anyway, it's definitely changed colors. So that's good. We may try to mix up some more and go spray those cattails later today. It looks like this is going to, change even more. So we'll see. See how it goes. So I'm going to wrap this pond video up. We did get the pond treated, and as you can see, it got around the pond. The stuff that was around the pond, it actually did drop, and then all that stuff that was in that corner out there came back out to the edges. And so I need to retreat again on the edges and then retreat that area out there. But if you remember, right, last time this whole area was covered, and the only thing that was clear was just a little bit in the center. So now a much bigger section in the center is clear, and then we just have what's around the edges. So that's what we got to get cleared up now. But I'm going to end this video. I know it's getting kind of long, but that's the two products that we used in this video, and it seems like it worked. It still doesn't look the best, but at least it's better than it was. So thanks for coming and watching Rolling Country Outdoors. We'll catch you on the next video. Y'all take care.